Welcome to South Ockendon in Essex and the kennels of Towcester trainer Jim Reynolds. It's very much a family affair here with trainer Jim. He's also dad and granddad, wife Sue, daughter Donna and even grandson Leo, just 4 years of age, all helping to look after around 80 greyhounds here in Essex.
It makes such a difference to have the family involved in it because of the hours involved in the job. When you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're back up for 5:30, 6 o'clock the following morning, it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy to do that, and you've got to have the backing of the family to be able to do it. And of course, the family always work a wee bit harder as well.
What's it like working with your dad?
It's tough at times. I mean, some people think because you work, the boss is your dad, you get away with things, but it's totally the other way. You get dragged into more stuff. But he's really thorough with the dogs, and I only think that I'm the way I am because of my mum and dad and how tough he's been on me to make me a perfectionist, to make sure everything's done right, and that's the way I am.
Is that something you're passing on to your children now?
Yeah, I mean, my oldest, Tyler, he loves golf, he's really good at it, so I'm trying to sway him towards being a golfer. My youngest, he really loves the dogs as well, so they both like to be up here and help clean out kennels and stuff.
And little Leo, obviously, just got no chance of not being in greyhounds, has he?
Leo and Tyler absolutely love the dogs. Tyler's at school today, or ordinarily he would be up with us as well. They love coming to the kennels. They've got swings in the woods. They love going around and looking at all the wildlife. So it's home from them here. And of course they love the dogs. They've got retired dogs at home. They love working with the retired dogs as well. So yeah, it looks natural.
It's easier to tell someone that you're close to when they're doing it wrong and they're doing it right, and yeah, it's just nice to all be close and work together.
There seems to be a nice atmosphere here in these kennels, and that's probably reflected in that the dogs are really happy here, aren't they?
Yeah, very happy. We try to handle them a lot. All the staff we get are always very good with the dogs. They love them and enjoy working with them. It tells in the dogs.
They're all happy in the end of the day, and they're happy dogs and they'll run better. I mean, like say we have the physio, we groom them every day. We spend a good few hours grooming and walking, and then keep the dogs happy.
Of course, there's been some big changes here at this kennel recently with your move from Romford to Towcester. I know it wasn't by choice, but is it something that you think in the end has maybe worked out for the best for you?
Yes, it was a tough call when I got that phone call. We were actually just going away to Butlins for 4 days with the grandchildren when I got the call, so it wasn't the best of phone calls to get. We were very, very fortunate that all the staff stood by us, all the owners stood by us. We managed to regroup, get a position at Towcester, which we're very, very grateful for. The good things about Towcester is it's a breath of fresh air for not only the people at Towcester, but I think for the greyhound industry as a whole. I think all the positives that's happening in our sport at the moment is coming from Lord Hesketh, and it's wonderful working with Chris Page, Steve, Simon and Andy at the racing office, the most professional racing office that I've ever worked with.
Now, you failed me today slightly, Jim, because you do a lot of breeding here, but you've got no pups to show me, which is disappointing, but I know you are as well. You've got a breed bitch, Abby Valema, but unfortunately no pups here at the moment. No,
not very disappointed on that front. She was due on the 31st of January, and there's nothing to date with that, and which we were disappointed with. We always try to keep a litter of pups at the kennels. Abby Valema herself was a very good bitch round Romford. She won a Category 2 competition for us round there, and we also trained her mother, Born and Blue, who won many open races round Romford as well. So if she doesn't take this time, then we'll definitely be going back and having another go.
And the two that you mentioned out of her first litter, Spanny McEskey, you think quite a lot of. So Go Teddy Go would be the first of them, obviously born, reared and schooled here. And you think that he could be something special over Four Bends at Towcester?
Yes, the full litter schooled very, very well for us up the gallops. And we had an issue or a problem in that we've got no Ockendon schooling track, which was just round the corner from us. So we're having to travel to Bicester, which is a 100-mile or a 200-mile round trip, 100 miles each way for us, which is a long way to go with novice puppies from a travelling aspect of it. So they got very little schooling on the schooling tracks. The majority of schooling they got was on the gallops here. So they're still raw, they're still green from the boxes just now, but Go Teddy Go and Nairn have both won a couple of races races at Towcester over the 2 bends and the 4 bends for us. Nairn actually looks like she's going to be stepping up to 6 bends. Ballymac-esque won the 3 steps to victory at Sheffield and won over the 6 bends run there. So I'm thinking she'll be stepping up once she's got a bit more mature.
Probably the quickest dog in your kennel, Bracatsia Hoops, who is just coming back after an injury. Do you think he can come back very well?
Yeah, I don't think we'll have a long-term problem with it. He actually had a corn that was treated by Daniel Doherty and been treated successfully. He's had 2 sprint trials back at Towcester. The final trial was a 15:55. So he's now ready to step up into the 4 bends for us. He won a heat of the Henlow Derby last year as a 14-1 shot, cracked out lead, although he's got a lovely turn of pace early when he gets it right at the boxes. So yeah, looking forward to the year coming through. He's a beautiful dog, good-natured dog. He's quite a laid-back dog. He's not like Go Teddy Go, who'd be bouncing all over the place. So he's a laid-back dog, but beautiful pace early, and will be open races soon.
Another one here that we've seen, Collier Axe, who you think could be one to follow, was won a race at Cork.
Yeah, we bought him out of a novice race at Cork, where he got a lot of trouble around the first 3 bends in running, and still managed to come through and win the race very impressively. He's yet to open his account for us at Towcester. Again, he's been off with a slight wrist problem that's had plenty of time. His trials backs have been good trials back, but the 2 final races they had at Towcester were open races over 500 metres, and he was in beside a good class of dog that, given another 2 or 3 races under their belt, he will be competitive with.
And then Dance Matter, tell us about him, because one that you think highly of, but it's not quite gone to plan. You've had a couple of issues. He got knocked over, in fact, recently. Yes,
he was bought out of the Turley sales. Nice little dog, very, very strong running dog. Again, the 480 metres would be short at best for him. Struggles to compete with the classic dog at Towcester. I must say that the classic dog at Towcester is by far and away the best quality of dog in the country. To be winning an A4 or an A5 round Towcester, you've got to have a top class open race dog. He struggles early, but he's coming back from being knocked over, and he'll be winning races soon, and I think he'll be a quality animal when he steps up over the 500 metres.
Is this a job that you enjoy?
Yeah, that's all I ever wanted to do. My dad tried to sway me in other directions, but I was persevering that this is what I wanted to do, so yeah, I love it.
What's the ambition now? Are you still hankering after that maybe Derby win, or I know you've won plenty of big competitions. Is that still the ambition?
Yeah, always wanted to get something like that. Unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder each year with the cost of dogs spiralling out of control. But the kennels do tend to focus on young dogs coming through and get them to realise the potential and to achieve everything that they're able to do.
Fingers crossed there's one of those here today.
I'm hoping so, yes.